So, one thing we know from action sports games and right off the bat is one thing that we know is the hera arms last time I did on the last review. So we're here again with ASG, with Bob, and on the new products for today on Shotshow 2025. Bob, it's good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you. Pleasure every year.
Really good to hear too. And also, just whenever you're ready, we can talk about the new products and go from there.
Yeah, excellent. So yeah, at Shotshow 2025, we're excited to show off kind of a very mixed assortment of products across a bunch of different categories this year, not just guns. But we'll start with guns because that's where we go for first, right?
Right.
So we have here, this is the Falcon 556. This is an AR magazine, AEG. It's a Sportline AEG, computerized MOSFET trigger, polymer construction, M-lock rails. This came out end of last year, right around holiday season, so it kind of flew in under the radar, but Shotshow is going to be kind of its big coming out party. Right. Everyone gets to look at it, everyone gets to get their hands on it. So this one is actually already available from authorized retailers such as Airsoft Master for around $250.
Okay. And then one thing I do know as well, this is also a true quick change spring guide system, because a lot of our beginners actually do need that for going from indoor to outdoors and whatnot in different fields. So I gotta admit, that's actually pretty clean on that for that kind of gun. So yeah. Anything else that regards of like on the products? Anything else that you can think of?
Yeah, for this gun, like you said, it's actually a really good beginner-friendly gun. It kind of can grow with the user. You have the true quick change spring behind the folding stock. The length is just right for indoors or outdoors. It's fairly lightweight, and then internally, it's all version 2 compatible, so you're not worried about any kind of proprietary parts. So anything you want to change out, you want to change out. Externally, you can accessorize it however you want, and it's just a fantastic first gun, or if you want something a little bit different, it could be a fantastic second or third or fourth or fifth gun.
Sounds good. I mean, I'll probably look into that as well for my next kind of build, if anything, sir. All right. And then one thing I did notice here is I noticed that you just introduced now is the sport line for the Scorpion Evo. Anything you want to tell me about this one, sir, if anything?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we will be coming out with a sport line version of our Evo. This is going to be a more value-based, budget-friendly version of the Evo. Expected retail will be $300. Okay. You're still going to get the same range and consistency and performance for the Evo. There'll just be some smaller changes that will that allows us to bring the price down. There are some parts externally that used to be metal on the Pro Line version that'll be a polymer, specifically the outer barrel. And then internally, we've removed the 3-round burst function and the empty mag detection, and some other minor changes, but it's allowed us to really make the Evo a very budget friendly gun, again, as kind of maybe a first gun or maybe as a second gun.
Right.
And then these are expected probably around May, mid-year or so, give or take. And these will actually come with a LiPo battery, since one of the feedback we get from people is, oh, well, which battery fits?
Right.
You know, so we include a LiPo battery with it now, so people know exactly what model to get if they want to get additional batteries.
Sounds good. I mean, perfect timing during the summertime, especially when kids are getting out of school. Perfect build, just ready for the next get out there on the field. Alrighty. And then I do notice that you have these amazing frag grenades and whatnot?
Correct, yeah. And if things go well, you guys should be seeing these hit retailers by the time this video goes live. So this is a new thing that we're bringing into the US. These are called frag grenades, field reloadable action grenades, basically, or airsoft grenades, excuse me.
Right.
And they are an impact activated primer grenade. So how these work is they are cold pyro. They use a shotgun shell primer. It's called a 209 primer. You can get these from pretty much any firearm store, ammo store, whatever, and they're dirt cheap. It's like 10 cents each. So every use uses one of these primers. What you do is you put it into the little chamber, and then you screw on the top, and then the grenade. This is safe. This is fire, and the wobbler on top, when it hits a surface, you can see the wobbler kind of moves. The inertia punches down, basically, and activates a primer. It makes a noise that's about 120 decibels or so, and it gives a little bit of a flash through the vent holes. Ooh, so there's no BBs being propelled, but it is a sound grenade. You'll hear it when it goes off. it's comparable in sound to, you know, a Thunder Bee or a
Right.
Bang 22 before they stopped making those. These are 7 ounces, so they're very lightweight, but they're made from a DuPont Hytrel, so it's very, very durable, cold, warm. It doesn't denature or change any of the this polymer, so it's going to be still very durable. And expected retail price is going to be about $110.
Nice. So you can't go wrong with that too, because in comparison to some of like the Thunder Bees, I mean, how many times you have to change your cores and whatnot, and then like how much it costs for the CO2 refills. Honestly, this is like a go-to route. So again, do see that out there. And then I guess shall we move on to the pistols and see what's
Yeah, sure. And then just before we move on, basically you can see that we'll have the Frag in 3 colors. We'll have it in black, we'll have it in like an LE training blue, and then a high-vis orange.
I mean, I lose my grenade, so yeah, I'll probably get the orange right off the bat.
And then I think we did the math basically, and with a Thunder Bee, you're looking at about $1 or so per use once you account for the CO2 in the core. Whereas with these, you're looking at 10 cents or less, depending on how bulk you buy your primers in.
Right. I admit, this is actually a really nice product. I'm probably going to see myself getting more.
Yeah, we're excited to get these in.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the pistol, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. So over here on the pistol side, for airsoft, we have basically just one new addition this year. It's going to be a twist on our Shadow 2 platform. This is the TS2, the Tactical Sport 2. Essentially, it is a competition-oriented version of the Shadow 2. No bottom rail, but it's a longer slide and a longer dust cover for that extra weight. This is part of kind of our special edition premium line, so it'll be a little bit more. I believe it'll be low 200s retail, but for any true CZ aficionados who want to round out their collections, you know, you can't go wrong with adding this. You know, in addition to the Shadow 2 Orange, which we released last year, the original Shadow 2, and then our Shadow 2 in Urban Gray.
I gotta admit, one thing is that I do like about the CZ Sport, the Tactical 2, is that flared mag well, and it already comes with that. I mean, that does come handy for us in the reloads, and that trigger, I have to admit, is also really nice on there. And it's also tunable, if I.
Yeah, it's a single action adjustable trigger for the pull. So, yeah, exactly. We're glad to have it in our collection. It's something a little bit different.
I mean, can't go wrong if you want to do like an ISPCA build, so I'm down with that too. All right, and then I know there's one more product that we want to check out was the C1.
Correct. Yes, this is a little bit of another eclectic addition to our product assortment.
All right.
So everyone's familiar with Action Army by now. Everybody loves the AAP compacts, all the customizations that you can do. You can turn it into a futuristic gun from, say, Apex or something, or you can even convert it into a carbine. So the newest thing from Action Army this year is going to be the C1 Pro. What it is, it's a CO2/green gas powered bolt action sniper rifle. So the way it works, and let me see if I can show you, is that the gun itself is VSR 10 compatible for a lot of the parts, hop up, inner barrel, bucking, all of that. What makes it unique though is that it uses these little removable bolts that hold either CO2 or green gas. Okay. So the gun, it will come with, out of the box, a green gas bolt and a CO2 bolt, and then separate bolts are also available, including CO2 bolts that are higher in power. The gun out of the box with the green gas bolt will shoot around 330-ish, give or take, depending on temperature, and the CO2 bolt, I believe, will shoot around 450. And then other CO2 bolts will go up in strength. And these, we expect the whole gun to retail for around $250 when we release them. Again, we're aiming for middle of this year.
Nice. I do like that idea. It's a lot more different in comparison to like when changing out your CO2 from either in like the back end, and sometimes I do like have a slippery butterfingers and whatnot. So I do like that concept of having it just change the bolt, so it's easier on the go for access as well, and also going off with a high FPS power. So that's actually one thing I do like about that. But,
right.
Nice. Again, Bob, thank you again for everything, for letting us see the new products. And again, so do expect to see that coming out soon for Airsoft Master. But again, for this episode, my name is Mike. I'll see you guys till next time.
This video is brought to you by Airsoft Master.